And Juan, you could see from that flyover, the Air Force, it was a beautiful night last night to be in Tampa. And as a matter of fact, it was a beautiful night to be here at the Super Bowl party, if you were, socially distanced, watching the game.
Absolutely. We had some great weather over the weekend. And you know what? To start off the work week isn't going to be so bad. Not really a whole lot of sunshine, unfortunately. We're going to start off with plenty of cloud coverage, but we will look for some sunshine at least for Tuesday and Wednesday, along with some warm temperatures before that roller coaster. We've been talking about it for, it seems like, several weeks now. Going to start to take a dip on that roller coaster ride as we go on towards the end of the week. But right now, as we look at current conditions, we are holding on to 60 degrees here in Corpus Christi, 52 over in Beeville, a couple of 59s from Rockport down to the Naval Air Station, and even 54 for our friends over into the Kingsville region. And everyone has that east-southeasterly component to the wind, but it is pretty light across the region and holding on to a decent amount of some of that cloud coverage as well. As we look at the high tides for our boaters, mariners, and fishermen, if you're headed out to Bob Hall Pier, that'll be at 3:55 later on this afternoon. 3:40 over at the Port Aransas Jetty and out at Nueces Bay at 6:10. And if you're going to be headed to the Packeray Channel way later on this evening at about 11:52. So as we look at the hourly forecast for today, notice a lot of cloud coverage going to be staying with us. I think our inland communities will start to see a little bit more of the sunshine than what we will, especially for the folks that are going to be that live along the coastline. We'll look for an afternoon high of 77. And then the cloud coverage stays with us as we head into tonight. Notice those temperatures don't dip a whole lot because the cloud coverage is going to kind of keep us blanketed. That's not going to allow temperatures to drop a whole lot, but we'll hold on to that southeasterly wind, even though it'll be light and variable, and we'll only look for an overnight low of 64 degrees. Now, afternoon highs across the region. If we didn't have the cloud coverage, I would put these highs all mainly into the mid to upper 80s, but with the extra clouds, we'll stop at about 77 here and pushing 80 degrees from George West down to Falfurrias and right along the coastline into those mid to lower 70s from Rockport down towards Ingleside as well. So we'll hold on to that southeasterly component to the wind, about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Notice that the winds do lighten up early in the morning. That will aid in some fog development as the humidity continues to rise across the region. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we're still going to be holding on to that east-southeasterly component going at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And again, visibility by tonight dropping about a mile over a good portion of the coastal bend all the way until tomorrow morning at about 7 o'clock. Visibility about a mile or less for many locations across the region before that begins to burn off. And we'll look for another round even as we head into late Tuesday going on into Wednesday as well. So there is a frontal boundary up in North Texas. Notice a lot of cloud coverage for us here. We could see a little bit of a stray sprinkle or two with the extra cloud coverage across the region, but I'm not too enthusiastic about it. Do consider yourself lucky if you do get one, but it's cold up to the north 20s. We need some one of the upper level lows to push on down to bring us a good shot of cold air, and we're keeping an eye on that. Notice on Wednesday afternoon an upper level low moves into North Texas. That'll be initial push of some cold air, and then we're going to wait up to the north for an additional low to come on down. So humid and warm all the way through the middle of the week. There comes a front with some light rain on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we do get another cold front turning colder, highs in the 50s and 60s, lows in the 30s and 40s. Paul.
You're right about that roller coaster, Juan. Thank you so much.